Welcome everybody to Video Games Awesome Live. This is Team Fortress Awesome, our Team Fortress Awesome server where our turbos come to play and get slaughtered by yours truly. Come on, man. I'm amazing.
Come on.
People say I'm a pretty cool guy all the time in here.
My favorite part about you is how modest you are.
Yeah.
It's my favorite
I think
thing.
it's the sexiest part of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The modesty.
So welcome to Egypt Control Points, another Egypt-based map. This is two control points total. They have to capture this one right here first. They come out of these doors, these big Egyptian hieroglyphic doors. We didn't really look at them before they opened, but this is usually a pretty big massacre, like a lot of control point maps when they first come out the gate. We've got an Ubered heavy med here, taking down the hastily put up NG set up by Derp. Grandel still wearing his old hat. It's good because I'll recognize him for this episode till I get used to him in the new hat. Here comes their heavy med coming out with tandem medic behind, giving their NG time to set up back there. Level 3 sentry, which is going to give them some recovery fire while they cap the point. But I don't know that Derp knows about these two level 3s on the point yet.
Pretty badass.
And stickies. Maybe the Abacab has something to say about it. No, but those NGs they don't even care. They're sticking on this. But now Megazara looks like she's.
Oh shit!
Oh, where'd that get taken out from? That was taken out.
What was that?
What looks like. Was this another? I think there was another.
Sentry?
A sentry was being. Wow! Wow. 32-man maps, man. It looked like another sentry took out their sentries. I was gonna say Meg was looking pretty paranoid there about the spy who wasn't even there anymore, thinking he had dead ringed or something. So it looks like Derp's got it. That sentry probably helped back here.
Hey, have you ever gotten crushed in that area?
Yes, it sucks.
The first time it happened to me, I'm like, what's happening?
There's an area in here that once the first control point is captured, it closes off. I think it might be on the other map, the next one, part of this. But it's a fucking
It closes off and then the roof lowers and crushes
Oh my god,
you.
really? That's crazy.
It's terrifying.
So I think on this one we're gonna do best 2 out of 3 since it's a 2-part map, I think, because after it's a 3-part map, so we'll be doing best 2 out of 3. Next we go down here. This is the second point that they have to capture once they've got number 1.
This is the one where the third part is like impossible for the.
It is pretty. It's pretty horrible. Yeah. It's pretty. Most of the maps on this one are hard to attack on. In what's it called again? Egypt.
Egypt.
It's just called Egypt. Yeah. So anyways, so here's the final control point. There's 2 approaches to this. These guys have a buff banner right now. That's that little banner on the back of the soldier. He gets that by racking up enough damage. Once he's racked up enough damage, like I forget how much it is, like 300 or 400. And once he has that, he blows a little horn, and then the banner comes out, and it gives all his guys around him, his teammates, crits.
It's pretty sweet.
Higher damage against the other team. So these guys are over here. It looks like they're going to try to make this a stronghold. I'm sure that there's an NG setup nearby. Yep. There it is. And they'll be... Oh, I was expecting a sentry too, but Ubered Heavy Med going to try to take out the sentry on his way in here. That's a little bit too far a distance to do that effectively, though. He's not going to last long. His Uber just ran out. The Brass Beast Heavy wasn't able to take him down, though. The medic is still effective regardless of the Uber being gone. Somebody took out that sentry while I wasn't looking. Must have been a spy, because it certainly wasn't this heavy. I'm liking this hairdo on Kalenius.
Yes.
That's pretty sweet.
That's amazing.
That's an amazing hairdo and headband. That looks pretty epic. And it looks like Derp took him.
Wow.
That is just they just overwhelmed them, I guess.
Derp's taking it home. Come on, Snarf. Where's the hustle?
Tell you what we'll do on this. Let's scramble right now. Wait, why is it?
What?
Is it going to the next map? Yes, it is. Let's scramble right now. Whoever's in there, Shade or, and what we'll do, because it's a 3-part map, and since we are basing the teams on scrambling constantly to make it kind of fair. You know how we said, but since it's 3-part, that's like a long time to deal with the first team. I could just end up swamping you all 3 games here easily. So what I'm thinking is we play best 2 out of 3 on the first part.
Okay.
And then after that, does that count as a point then? The best 2 out of 3 on the first part?
I think that would.
And then we do best that'll count as a point. Then it's best 2 out of 3, including that first point. So if I were to win this match, I'd be up by 1, and then
you go
play
to the
2 of the
next.
full 3.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think
It'll
I get
make
what you're
sense in a
saying.
moment.
Yeah, I think.
Anyway,
I get that.
so I just what I think is that the scramble should be early though, the first 2 scrambles or whatever, to make the teams even as fast as possible. I just don't want it to be committed to one team for a full like 15 minutes, the full length of this, because it's gonna be unfair. It's never gonna be fair, but it should be a little bit more fair than that, because it could be just.
At least it's randomly unfair.
Yeah, that's true too. Anyways, but so the best 2 out of 3 of this first part is going to count as 1 point towards the best 2 out of 3 of the full sequence of the film.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, you can just watch back.
I
Don't
don't
worry.
know what's happening.
Here's to girl.
I don't know Matt.
We have, speaking of which, we have a lot of girl players actually in the server.
Yeah, I've started to notice that more and more.
Yeah, Meggy's ours one. You know Meg, the way she is. She was like immediately like authoritative and
taking
like
charge.
Really?
dictating
Yeah.
and
Good,
taking
Meg.
charge
Really
in the
taking
server,
charge.
like saying when we needed more things and
Yeah.
like getting annoyed with things like right away.
That's
She was so
awesome.
jaded like instantly. It was hilarious. Anyways, all right, so we got a quick snarf out the gates here. Wait, out the gate? No, it's always Derp out the gates, and that's the other thing. It's always
She yells
Derp
at me a
attacking,
lot.
right?
Jenna is rad. Is on there too, and Nulani.
Nice. Yeah, Nulani does a great job. Jenna's Rad. Who do you play as Jenna's Rad? I'm not sure I remember. And then, who else is, Casual used to come in here quite a bit. She doesn't as much now.
Camera lady.
Nulani's telling Meg that Fraser just called you bossy. Camera lady, yes. She comes in a lot. She just started TF2 for the first time recently. Has been doing really well. Our server is pretty good for beginners. I should remind myself of that sometimes. Yeah. I just get, like, some days I get so into it, I'm just, like, assuming everybody should know what the fuck they're doing, you know? And it annoys me when somebody doesn't. But, I usually have a pretty good grasp of who's a beginner. It looks like Derp's gonna get this right away again.
What's going on here,
Oh.
Snarf?
So if we do sweep this, then it's another scramble and we get a point, and then we're going for the full sequence.
Supermarket sweep.
Full supermarket sweep. All right. And,
Fraser is always yelling.
Oh yeah, another girl. I can't forget Kitty Puss.
Kitty Puss. Or Puss Kitten.
Really? Oh yeah, Kitten. I always feel really creepy when I say,
Yeah, I know,
"Hey
never-
Kitten, can you come over here?" Just like. Also feel weird just calling her Puss.
Yeah.
Anyways, but really soft-spoken, little girl-sounding girl. I don't think she's a little girl.
Doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, it doesn't. Anyways, all right. So here we are on the final point, waiting for Derp to show up. Snarf isn't setting up as well as they did on the last game. I don't see any
Come
sentries
now,
here.
Snarf.
Maybe they're just playing a little further
Yeah, it seems like they
forward
are.
here. Derp seems to be kind of just regrouping at the moment, getting a good setup. And I don't know about two.
Oh.
All right, we'll see what happens. We got 4 minutes to do this, 4.5 minutes. Waiting for the approach. Here comes
A lot of
Grandel
stickies.
through the front gate. I can tell from those big metal armbands. I forget that people could kind of lay claim to outfits too, like other parts. Like
Yeah.
Grandel, I really recognize him by those armbands now. He's always wearing those. Oh, by the way, yeah, we've set our server to always be full moon. It's the one, like...
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, Valve allows it. They don't have no problem with it, I guess.
Oh.
I was like, is
I
that
didn't know
legit
that.
when they did it? And it makes it so that we can use all our Halloween items at
Well,
any
that's
time of year.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because a lot of them don't have to really do with Halloween. Like, how could you say that soldier robot outfit shouldn't be worn at any time
Yeah.
during the year? It's amazing.
Dressing up is fun. Period.
Beep, beep, boop, boop, maggot. Wow, not much action going on the point. I'm
going
going
on?
to go through some people's views. Here's Nulani ready to defend. She'll probably actually be playing conservatively here, so I'm going to keep... Oh, no, she's going to go ahead. Let's see if she finds any good targets. Now I'll scroll through some other people. Waddle's playing ahead, going to try to take out some of these guys before they make it to the front lines. Tried to use a cloak and dagger to hide,
Dice.
but that's a proactive sniper there. Nemesis moving up to the front point with his black box. Logistinator Pyro comes through and probably put a lot on his meter if he didn't die. And he did. Brass Beast Heavy retreating with his Pyro to try to get that 200 health, which I'm sure he just picked up. Nemesis, you're probably not going to be able to get it. Maybe the medic will help you.
And
let's move to the next
he
guy.
does.
Yeah. Grandel's dead. Asby's dead. Kalenius is being really sneaky here. Going to try to get the edge on the heavy with the medic since he doesn't have one here. And that Uber Heavy's not going to help his chances any. I don't know if Derp is going to do this actually now.
Yeah.
This is Derp isn't
pushing forward.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Pushing you back.
Here, let's follow the fisherman as he heals Neko on their way to the front lines. Maybe Neko. I think Neko. I'm not sure that I've seen. Wow, Phlogistonate Pyro just Ubered next to Megazara. Megazara stands no chance. Actually, kind of a chance. They both went down. I'm surprised at that. I think that Neko's still demo because I don't think that Derp has even gotten a good look at the point. I think he thinks that there's a setup, and there isn't. Abacab gets him with the kunai. Kunai does a major health bonus, which we just saw there.
It basically fills it, doesn't it?
It fills it when you stab, but it takes your max health is like -40 or something. It's ridiculous. Grandel's got his Liberty Launcher, going to pick up some health on his way to the front lines. If he can get to the front lines, like, this is weird.
Snarf
I'm going to go see how...
This doesn't usually happen on this map.
No, it doesn't. I'm going to see how this point is. Still no setup, and they don't seem to care, because they're just offensive, like, keeping things controlled.
Oh, well.
A little futile attempt, what I'm going to assume by Broads here. I think it's Broads. No, it was Nemesis there. I thought it was Broads. Here they're coming through the tunnel, trying a different approach. Heavy med. Don't leave your med behind. Here he comes from this side now. Is that Paper Zero on his way to the front? He got bonked! They're Ubered though. That's going to take away from a little bit of the effectiveness of the the Uber, but there's nothing really to clear out here, guys. And the Tomislav's not going to help either. That's damage. Oh, wow. It's just... At least they have them on their heels now. Maybe if they can keep them in here and keep on the offensive, they can actually get the point eventually. It's not going to help by...
there's a
Ray is the one
sentry somewhere.
Yeah,
in the tunnel, to the right.
Oh, they've kept... Is that what's been going on?
It's a blue sentry.
Is that new, or have they always been locking this down?
I think it just showed up.
Oh, what? Lucky Simon is doing it. All right, let's go back out here and see if anything's going to happen. I'm going to call this for Snarf right now. All those stickies,
25 seconds,
it's not looking good. The Pyro is just lamely trying to get it off. Oh, there goes Neko. He's gone. Yeah, this is heavy on his way in. Got spy stabbed. Looks like that's 1-1 Snarf Derp on the first part of the three-part map, but we're going to scramble again and see who takes this for the full circuit of Egypt. We're going to decide the final team for the full circuit right after this.
Oh, overtime.
Was there a crash? Oh shit, there was a crash at some point?
Oh, really?
Oh, I only saw like...
It seems pretty full.
I don't think so. It seemed full the whole time.
Nice.
I'm not seeing many people with 0 frags, so it mustn't have been a crash, was there?
A couple people got crashed out.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's
people
a
are
shame.
trying to get in.
Yeah, we've been plagued with crashes. Nothing to do with our server, because the crashes change. Every TF2 update, the crashes, the cause of them and the timing of them always changes, like the nature of them, so it's definitely not us. Here's the hieroglyphics back on the door. Oh,
cool.
And so it's kind of fun to watch from the inside, the nervousness. It kind of feels like Saving Private Ryan at the beginning as they approach the harbor.
Yeah.
You're just sitting in here. I remember my first time playing on a control point map, sitting here waiting for it to open, getting just so pumped. The siren starts. You're like, holy shit. You got like 20 guys ahead of you. They all run out. They get slaughtered, and you run out, and you're like, yeah. My heart beat. Like, it was fun. Nothing beats those first feelings of a game like that. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Like those first times you capture a flag and you're running with it and you're like, oh my god, oh my god. I remember that feeling when playing real capture the flag once with you doing paintball.
Oh god.
That feeling when you got the flag.
Just a huge adrenaline dump.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. I'm king of the world.
I remember I had such great beginner's luck playing paintball too. I don't think I ever want to play it again though, because what I recognized as having a good game still hurt a lot. I want to go and have a bad game.
Yeah.
Right, so looks like the first push, as
it's
usual, was
taken
a lot of...
pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, wow. I actually
That was
thought that
fast.
there was a lot of dead derp, but
No.
let's see what our loadout is here. We've got a decent derp team with a few medics, maybe one too many medics, I'd say, but... And then these look like pretty nice
Whoa.
and even loadouts. What, are you
Whoa!
kidding me? What?
Scout?
I had no chance to even see that. Jeez, it was a scout rush on that. Well, it looks like Derp gets it. So 1 point for Derp.
Buggers.
And now we'll scramble.
Holy crap.
We'll scramble again. And now we do the full circuit. We'll come back after the break with the full circuit of Team Snarf Derp on Egypt map control point after this.